I'm Eugene. This is Mercy VOD.
You know, Anna.
Yeah. Shit. Alright. Um. Alright, kick this off.
Your support has arrived.
Alright. So to kick this off, you're playing Mercy in a really inappropriate team composition. Mercy is like pretty much just exclusively a pocket pick. The only person you have here to pocket is Hanzo, but if you were to play Brigitte, you would be having more impact because you can like play with your tanks, keep your honor safer if the team try to go aggressive on her. If you were to play Baptiste, I mean Bap always has a lot of impact. If you wanted to play Lucio, probably your best choice. Your tanks could be snowballing hard this match. But picking Mercy really means that you have to just like be absolutely sucking off your Hanzo, you know? Basically just getting him to carry the game because he's two players. You should be putting, like, yeah, he should be carrying basically. If he's really that good and you have to play Mercy to pocket him, then I guess that's alright, but yeah, we'll see. You should be pocketing your Hanzo here. In fact, as far as your team, you should only be damage boosting Hanzo and peeling for Mercy if your D.Va isn't doing it. The rest of your team you shouldn't have to worry about unless your honor is really that bad. Which I don't think she is.
Well done. I'm with you. Oh, healing stream engaged. Don't let up on them.
Yeah, so you're focusing on the tanks. It's just not worth it. If your Reinhardt dies here, it's not because you or Arna didn't heal him, it's because he's a dumbass pinning into the backline by himself. But your Arna does have him. You only need to be worrying about your Hunter.
Join me.
Ich bin da.
The dragon.
Don't stop now.
So your D.Va here, she might be low health, but she has boosters, she has an honor right there. She'll low her, like she has the resources to get out. She's only lost her armor. Like she's definitely fed, but she's not gonna die because of this.
Healing stream
Unless she really is dumb. Flying into the air like she wants to die. But here, going for your D.Va who would have survived if you weren't there, your Hanzo does die. Then you go for a res like way too early. If that Genji's good enough, he can just one-shot combo you.
continues. You needed a doctor?
Then you annoy him pretty hard because he's not actually that good.
Ich bin
But
da.
still, he connected.
Greetings. Hello.
I'm taking care of you.
Alright, so you should be up there with your Hanzo right now. Your D.Va's in perfect line of sight of the Ono. If the Reinhardt needs healing, he'll come back. This isn't your job. Now your Hanzo's getting dove again. Like, this carry playstyle that he's trying to employ is only going to work if you're actually going to pocket him, because this Genji's contesting him pretty hard, and there's not anything that he can do about that.
Helden sterben nicht.
So you're healing Reinhardt when he's in full line of sight of the Honor. Like, if you're going to play Mercy, healing is not your job. It's the flexibility of your hero that is why you should be picking her. So Reinhardt, your Hanzo's playing alone again.
Damage boost engaged.
And he's alone again. This is a full health Reinhardt. With a nano boost, he doesn't need your help.
Heroes never die.
It's good res on Hanzo, but then you leave. Okay, so this Valkyrie here. This Valkyrie here seems to be completely purposeless. Once again, So hold on. If we just whoa. So if we look at the fight here, what's Reinhardt's shield health at? Yeah, he's got 500 health on his shield. He should be fine. So here your Reinhardt is in the process of getting healed, backing up. The D.Va's bombing, so this is actually really poorly timed bomb. She's forcing them forward when your team's walking backwards. But that's not... we're not going to focus on that right now. So your Reinhardt is being peeled for perfectly. This Valkyrie is... I mean, like, in your comp, all that you really should be using Valkyrie for is if your Honor is getting absolutely just bodied. You know, like if she's getting completely charged at and the only way to save her is the extra healing, you pop Valkyrie. Or if you need to go for like a risky clutch res, you pop Valkyrie. Otherwise, you shouldn't be popping your ult for healing. That's your Honor's job. If you want to heal everyone, play Moira.
Don't stop now. Dein Schutzengel ist da.
So now you're healing a D.Va who would pressure.
Someone help me move it. Heilstrahl aktiviert.
So here your D.Va does need help. That's alright. But now she's with the Honor, you don't have to worry about her anymore. Back to the Hanzo. Like, it's moments like that where D.Va's gone a little bit too deep and you're the only one that can help, but that's a time to help. But otherwise, like, as soon as she gets to the Honor, forget about her. D.Va her.
Group up here. Greetings.
Let's keep it moving. I'm here. Let's get you back out there.
Alright, so your Hanzo hard feeds, that's your own Tracer. With this res, it's almost amazing. I'm not sure how much... I'm not sure if you could have stretched that around the corner, but I'm currently just playing in the open. Yeah. If the enemy had a sniper, that would have been a really dumb res. Maybe you could have gone into... His soul is there, then missiles is probably the safest place you can res under. This is probably out of range. Or just asking your Rein to put his shield up. And here, your Honor doesn't need healing. She has sufficient effective
Where
health.
does it head?
The dragon consume you.
Taking care of you.
D.Va doesn't need healing. So right here, you kind of lose... I don't know. This might have been a problem before, but your position sucks. You're standing in an open sight line into a BAP wall, kind of just completely thoughtless. Also healing full health people. And dying at the start of the fight is really bad. And then your Rein decides that he doesn't like to be alive either. Some kind of dumb stuff coming out from it too. Yeah, I guess to be fair, they just swapped to Hanzo. I don't know, you just didn't respect the sight line at all.
I could use some assistance.
Now here, when you go for the res, the Genji has already engaged on you when you press the res button. You're that close to your ult, you could even just go punch him, pop Valkyrie, then res. You don't die here because he's not that good, but if he was any better, you would have been dead and the cooldown's gone. Yeah, then he misses on you. If he hit that shot, you would be dead.
Heroes never die.
And now you Valkyrie, which... this one is meaningless as well. Your team is full health. They're not in... like, no one's in a high risk position. It's not like it's grab versus grab and everyone needs a damage
Where does
boost.
it hurt?
This is very, very meaningless. Like, it's still the poking phase of the fight.
I'm taking care of you.
Now there's a grav, but your team doesn't need you. They're all full health. Yeah, your Honor has your tanks under control. They're not your concern.
You should be at
The dragon consume you.
healing stream engaged.
Here, the Genji has like shown interest in your honor, so you do need to be keeping an eye out because if he hard engages on her, you need to get the yellow beam on her, and your Hanzo need to shoot her.
Let me get you patched up.
So Genji actually has gone onto your honor, but you've left her, so she might die to. If she dies to the dragon, it's a little weird.
Let's keep it moving. High ground activated. You've got this. Damage boost engaged.
So like right here, Hanzo could use you. This Kai is actually beasting though. Yeah, your tank's full health, in perfect sight line of honor who's undisturbed. The Hanzo's the one that needs the help. Yeah, for that first round, you were just interested in your tanks. Your tanks are like, just don't care about them. Your honor was doing a great job of healing them. Not your job at all.
Ready for battle.
Luckily for you, the Genji didn't show much interest in the Mercy. Mercy the honor at all games, so she wasn't, like, appealing didn't need to happen too much. Yeah, you just need to be on your Hanzo a lot more. So this comp now, you have 2 hit scans and an honor. No one else matters, so you want to be spending most of your time on Widow, flying to McCree, maybe at, like, if he gets a flashbang, get the damage boost on his Fan the Hammer, and once again, just watching out for your honor's life. But for this comp, I would recommend Brig, Baptiste, Lucio, all of them over Mercy. Like, for 2 hit scans, Mercy is really good. Actually, perhaps it is the right choice. It's just your tank line doesn't match the rest of your comp, I guess. Maybe if you guys were playing Winston, it would be better. Actually, yeah, that would be better. But it does seem that your team is interested in playing this brawl style, and McCree is going to play like a brawler, not a hit scan anyway. So, I think Lucio or Brig is better here, or Baptiste.
Let's shoot for a new high score.
So at the start of this fight, to be like extra helpful, you could damage boost your Reinhardt's Fire Strike, and then fly to your Widowmaker because she has crap.
3, 2, 1.
Right
Attackers incoming. Stop the payload.
damage amplified.
So I did notice this Widow was quite unimpactful this whole match,
Where does it have
but
enemies?
like it's still the principle of why you're playing the hero, and if she's really that bad, you don't need to be playing a pocket. So yeah, McCree should be the least of your concerns. He already does adequate damage. The Widowmaker should be really what you're focusing on. Like, even if she's not good, she should be your focus.
I'm here.
I'm not sure if you're talking to your team at all, but you kind of just split yourself and you expect your diva to go. She doesn't go if you are talking to them. Alright, you heal your honor, that's good. Diva doesn't need your help. Hello. It's your round. Yeah. Like, Widowmaker's not great. And if you're not in a position to swap, maybe just get onto the McCree. Your tanks are fine, you seriously need to stop caring about them.
Let me get you patched up.
So this is a really good res spot, actually. Unfortunately, your honor dies, so you actually are the healing of the comp. Great damage boost then. Yeah, so now you do need to be healing your tanks, because your honor's dead.
Damage boost engaged.
That would probably be exclusively it.
Let's get you back out there. Damage increase.
Alright, so your Widowmaker has awful positioning, but she is also playing a lot. What the hell? Where have I gone? Jesus. Alright. Sorry.
You should peak performance levels.
Alright. Got him. Switch this again. Okay.
Damage increase.
Alright, so that sucks, but it's a very risky res for you to get off. If you really want to get it off, you would pop Valk there. If you don't. So here, Roadhog, here is definitely a great time to be damage boosting your McCree. If you can get this Roadhog kill, huge. Problem. When that Roadhog is flashbanged, he's not going to do any damage, so it's not like your McCree urgently needs health. What he actually needs there is for all 6 of his bullets to be doing extra damage. So he's just gone for a flash fan and you're healing him during it, which actually makes you redundant because he already has enough effective health, like at that moment. Like, yes, he does need healing now, but you could have waited till he was reloading before that. And also, he does have the honor on him, so he doesn't need the healing. What he really needs in this duel is the damage boost. Anyway, no. Reinhardt's not your job. Your honor is your job. This ult is probably a bit of an extreme, like you could have gotten to her anyway. What your team really needs to be doing right now is backing up because the enemy has better positioning and a bongo. Your Widow, on the other hand, that poor lonely thing. If you're discorded, just get out of the app. They have a soldier, like you're gonna be melted. Look at you, yeah, you absolutely got destroyed. Just because you can fly doesn't mean you should.
Damage amplified.
Sorry about that.
Alright, so here you need to... Who's that? Is it you, McCree? Yeah, you need to be on him, he's getting gold. Big problem with this. So your Widowmaker has just been sniped. You do not assess the sniper angles at all. You just stand in an open sightline and res. Could have gone around that rock at least. You get lucky that he stopped watching, but that's really asking to die. Flying into your tanks here, like, this is a situation where you really shouldn't be there because they're getting heavy pressure. Honor is enough. What you really need to be doing is pocketing your DPS right now. Because you're now in an awful position. Like, this is not where you want to be standing right now. You guys are about to get run over. Okay, never mind. Shadow Nano McCree. Good bomb, actually.
Step right up.
Damage boost engaged.
Hey.
Merci.
Diva.
You needed a doctor?
Poor Widow only got a taste.
30 seconds
Oh no.
remaining.
I'm taking care.
Now show them.
Seconds remaining.
So yeah, your team is fine. Honor has a good sideline. Glue yourself to your McCree or your Widow.
Don't let them down.
McCree goes for pretty dumb flanks, so if he engages on it more, good time to pop Valk, you pop it. I'd call this a bit early. I think you're just doing it to match overtime.
Let's get you that outfit.
Alright, so there. Yeah, your McCree could have killed him if he was damage boosted. Okay, he does anyway. These guys don't need help. Once again, it's your DPS that need it.
Let's get you back in the fight. Nanoboost administered.
I am unstoppable.
It's been done. You
Okay, so from that match, as far as playing Mercy, I wouldn't say that you did. You kind of just floated around with the tanks. It was like, do you understand how redundant that playstyle is, though? You didn't really have that much of an impact on the DPS's impact, which is like the first thing you can do. Actually, it's the only thing that you can do in a comp like that. It's just really limiting yourself playing Mercy with that team comp, and then playing her to heal the tanks. Like if you want to do that, you go Moira or Batiste. You go some flex support, not Mercy. Yeah, utility is what they needed. The Ana was really quite adequate. You could have played Brig and helped them hold some more aggressive angles. Could have played Batiste because he's just OP, or you could have played Lucio and they could have had a real snowbally play style. Lucio is really the best option though. He's just like absolutely enables Reinhardt, absolutely enables Reaper. You guys didn't have a Reaper, but you know, enables that sort of stuff. Like Brawl Heroes really does well, and you guys had like a Brawl poke split, which is frustrating to see and is very popular. And in fact, Brawl doesn't really exist once you play poke with it. It's just they cancel each other out. It was Reinhardt poke, I guess, but yeah, don't play Mercy is the feedback from that. But if you are going to, you need to understand what your priorities are, like who you're prioritizing. Yeah. You need to figure out your priorities and stick to them exclusively. When you're popping your Valkyries, I didn't see one that had any reason behind it, at least from what I saw. Like, just all pointless Valkyries. You need to be using them when someone that you're looking out for is taking extreme pressure. Maybe you've been split off from your other support and they've just been dove. You pop Valkyrie, you fly to them. If you need to get a hyper aggressive res, go for that clutch, you pop your Valkyrie. But not to heal the team. That's not your job. Just need to make that like very clear. It is not your job to heal the team. You're just like flexible, not even utility. You're just flexible. You're flexible pocket. And that's like what you need to stick to.